The two men can live together and raise a baby together and raise a grown adult man together and not be gay.
Ancient Chinese secret.
You know it'd be a good podcast where every week you pair two guys that don't really know each other and force them to like small talk.
Well,
and like get to know each other.
16 episodes of this podcast.
That was not.
Fucking nailed it.
We trialed run this podcast 2 significant times. Once at the Traverse City Comedy Fest, and then again while we were waiting in line to meet Miles Teller. We've had
yeah, that's true. And then years of riffing at open mics.
Yes, yeah. Collectively, we had like 20 recorded episodes before.
Yeah, we were just pod chatting, dude. Good
and
convos.
Little did we know, we used up all our best stuff.
Yeah, dude. We should have monetized our good riffs. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that would have been the move, probably.
Yeah, probably. What happened there? Are you playing with your volume right now?
I thought I was too loud earlier. Am I good?
No, that's all right. I think you good.
How do I sound right now? It was getting red on the bar, so now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, good call.
We've gotten complaints in the past about my voice drowning yours out.
Hey, chat, let us know if Johnny's too loud.
Hey, comment if whatever gets you fuckers to comment.
Yeah,
just tell us.
I'm starting to think our listeners are gay and lame, and they need to tell us they're not gay or lame.
How's this?
And it's okay to be gay. I'm just misinformed on your sexuality.
Don't comment if you're gay. That's
yeah. Well, real catch-22 there.
No more comments from Corey.
Nah, he's gonna sound off in the chat. Hey, sound off in the chat, dude. If we get 10 comments on this episode, I'll try and kill Sam Hyde, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go the other way.
Good. Take him out.
Yeah.
That'd be once our podcast gains a body count, dude, once we've left a couple of stiffs in our wake,
yeah,
that'll be good for numbers. I think.
Stiffs in the wake would have been a better name for the pod. Stiff and awake? Who's mourning? Yeah. Me. Hey, speaking of being stiff in the morning, did you get that Fight Club poster up yet, or what's behind you this week?
These are the same posters I've always had behind me.
Oh,
this
okay.
wall. I got an empty gap over there to fill in, and I ordered a couple. I didn't do Fight Club. I think I'm past that time. Louis.
You know what? All I'm hearing is, Lou, that's a gift you can get me framed.
Hey, pal, Fight Club posters are just like certain people you meet at the Avenue. It's like not yet. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
I'm not at my Fight Club on the wall.
Are you?
Yeah.
Because now I don't know if you want to talk about it on we're live on air.
Oh yeah. Throw the pitch. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, so that first week I was like single again.
Yeah.
I it's almost like your wiener knows. And I started waking up like with like teenage erections again, where I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, damn it, dude. He's protesting right now. Like, you broke up. We used to get. Come on.
It's a sit-in, is what it is.
Yeah, it's stiff-on. Tell you what, those sit-ins would have been wicked different if everybody's rock hard. They could have been.
When do we want? Sorry, it's like, what do we want to come? When do we want it? Now.
Just imagine being at the lunch counter. You stand up and knock over a cup of coffee. Well, I never.
Dude, a protesting goon sesh. That's what I do. Just standing in front of a tree and jacking off so that nobody cuts it down.
Every time I goon, I protest it.
I'm going to be jacking off at Representative Debbie Dingle's office until she signs off on the Green New Deal. Just
I gotta tell
jacking for the environment. Jacking against fracking.
Jacking against fracking. Yeah. Right. Get this off the ground. Spilling seed. I don't know. The riff volver's empty today. I saved one riff. Save one riff.
We're using it on Sam Hyde.
Yeah. Which yikes, dude. Talk about a real us being the dwarves fucking around a dragon's cave. If we tried to fuck with Sam Hyde, I feel like we would be outmatched immediately.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be a real Bilbo and Smaug type of setup. The two of us.
We'd need his own greed to take him down, his own hubris, and then some maniac to shoot him apart.
We would need Sam to use his own power against himself.
Yeah, so I was on shout out the P Boys, the Piss Boys podcast, full of piss podcast.
We're both honorary P Boys now.
Yeah, dude, I'll piss myself in their podcast again next time I go. But no, it's funny. The what cut through is Sam Hyde talk where they're like not.
I caught a bit of that. There was some Joseph shitting on Hassan. I saw that.
Yeah. Which I'm like, I don't know. Piker's dialed it back these days. He's still kind of
I'm a Piker fan, and I'm a Sam Hyde fan. You know, I think
I think we should get those two in a room together.
We should. I mean, I don't need them to be friends, though. Personally, I can like people that don't like each other.
I just want to see what would happen if we locked them in a room together. Be like, Hyde, you gonna commit to the bit? You gotta kill him. You have to kill him.
He did say he was gonna kill him, didn't he?
Yeah, a couple times. No, but I don't know, man. It was one of those things that came up where is Sam Hyde actually racist? I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude.
Who cares? What difference does it make?
I think not you, but royally. I think you're racist.
I'm picturing like Walter Cronkite taking off his glasses when Kennedy shot, but it's him like reporting that Sam Hyde is racist.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not irony.
It has been confirmed.
I want your opinion on this because I sent it to Zach late night, and I'm not gonna name names because it's actually a comic I haven't worked with or know personally. So it's somebody that through mutual liking of each other's bits online. So I'm like, anyways. So a comic I know.
Is she real? Is she real?
She goes to a different scene. She goes to Texas University. So anyways, there was a reel talking about how it's good. Like somebody, this might out him if anybody sees the reel. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It was like a reel about somebody talking about these stickers that just say nobody wants to hear your damn music. Like.
Yeah,
turn it off or put it in headphones, and then like proceeded to go on a rant. And I told Zach before I got into it, I was like, I know this is more telling of me, but stickers that tell people in public to not talk on speakerphone loudly or listen to their music on speaker loudly.
We know what kind of music they're talking about.
I immediately was like, dog, I know this is bad for me. But it's almost like saying no flat brims or tees at the club. I'm like, who are you really talking about? I hate it when people make me think the racist thing and they go, see, it's you. You're the problem. I'm like, I'm not the fucking problem.
I mean,
First of all, I don't mind hearing people's speaker conversations. We're in public. Get rich enough to afford your own car so you don't have to listen to the world.
I think the way we figure this out is a social experiment. We take a guy from St. John's, have him blast Allman Brothers Band on on one of those boom boxes.
I will
say, see if people still complain.
Not one person has heard the Yvette Brothers just too loud on a subway car. Like, what? Is that I in Love and You? What is that now? It's
turn that racket down.
Hey, knock it off with your sad vibing music. Nah, dude. So I don't know. So and then I started reading the comments, and it quickly got racist. It got racist real quick.
Hey, stop! Turn the music down. Stop being black in my neighborhood.
I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Hey, don't you hate it when black guys?
I'm here for it. For it. Yeah.
No, that's the meme. That's the bit. It just quickly turns to like, don't you hate it when people are like being black? Don't you hate?
Sounds like you're
not a dog whistle.
Tom Myers right now, dude. Or Dan Nainan. Now that Trump's in office again, I feel like Dan Ninan's gonna do his politically biting humor again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're thinking. What race is that guy?
Dude, the edit on that video is incredible.
Yeah, I've realized I'm a huge idiot because my whole life, because I saw Dan Nainan for the first time when I was a day old. So my whole life, I always thought that video.
One day old Johnny.
I always thought that was legitimately a video of him just crushing. And then the other night, I was on my birthday. I was watching it with like Trevor and Nick, and like Corey was there, and I remember like, or maybe Nick wasn't there. Sorry, Nick. But we were watching Dan Nainan, and we watched that clip, and it like. They all started pointing out like, oh, look at these obvious cuts to the stock audience, and it like shattered my world. I was like, wait, and I finally noticed. I was like, no, it's so obvious, but I wanted to believe that he was like annihilating in that theater.
No, yeah, it's very much a made up clip, which is sad but awesome.
Yeah,
and the fact that it worked on you means it probably worked on a ton of people.
It did work.
So I'm like, damn. Hey, you don't have to feel bad. I've got.
I mean, it's a real clip. He just inserted fake laughter, right? Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah, he's really on stage, but the crowd it cuts to and the laughter is total bullshit, dude.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It almost...
He milks that dude when he says, "What race is that guy?" You see him wait on stage for a minute.
Yeah, well,
he takes quite the pregnant pause. Yeah, so I mean, if he was just doing that in silence, that fucking rules. That's so cool.
He is epic. I think I take everything back about him.
Nainan,
a fella, take us with
you.
I personally
just only doing corporate gigs for your entire life.
Oh, we got to start working with Nainan and Myers, and then just start feeding him Mullen stuff. Like, I'll get you Nick Mullen's number.
Here's the thing. I think Ninan's already doing Mullen stuff. He just doesn't even know it.
That's fair. Did they ever get into a feud?
I don't know. I don't think Nainan really concerns himself with other comics besides Mark Maron. Infamously. But if you look at Ninan's Instagram, it's the best because like he touts in the bio like performed for every president, all this stuff, and then you look at all his pictures and it's him with like an awesome car that he bought and all this shit, but like there's never a picture with a friend, or there's never a picture with another comic. First it's always him and objects that he's purchased, because you're like, it's what a lonely like soul-sucking existence to only do corporate gigs for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, it's a terrible way to succeed in stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Because, oh, God, dude. Stand-up can be nightmarish as it is, and then to do only corporate gigs, I'm like, oh, God.
At that point, what's it for?
Don't care.
What's it for, dog?
At that point,
it's the money.
That point, the money.
But at that point, do anything else for money.
Yeah, but
learn to code.
If you're fucking shoehorned yourself into being a mediocre Listen, in 10 years, when I'm only doing them sweet Frankenmuth corporate gigs, I will let you know how thousands of dollars a year feels, friend.
Dude, I did a corporate gig with Lathrop one time. It was like it was somewhere in the Thumb. And we were doing like a Christmas party, and we showed up, and he thought he was going to be doing 30 and I was going to be doing 15. We show up, and the lady tells us she wants me to do 30 and wants him to do an hour.
Oh, my God, dude.
He's like, oh, okay, cool. And he looks at me and he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I would have asked for more money if I knew that's what it was going to be. And we're like, all right, we'll do our best. And this is like two years ago now or something. So like I didn't really have a great 30, So I'm up there and I'm working, I'm trying, and they're a rowdy fucking hillbilly,
where was it again?
Christmas party crowd somewhere in the Thumb. It was kind of like and I say this affectionately, like a hick town, in fact, a guy there was friends with my ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, so he knew of me. My girlfriend at the time, right? Like he was like, "Oh, you're her boyfriend."
I'm gonna run that back in editing to understand.
The code to try to decode. This guy in the crowd who worked for the company was friends with my girlfriend at the time's ex-boyfriend.
No,
so he had
you
known
can
her
keep
through that.
telling me right now. I don't have the bandwidth. I'm
Is
just
the
doing
dyslexia stopping the?
No, I'm just trying to do like genital math to be like how who's touching whose privates to know each other.
This guy did not touch any's privates to know me, unless he touched his best friend's privates, which is possible. Actually, 60-40 on that one. But that's like Hicktown.
How good of friends,
dude? I'm up there and I'm like, at one point like I mentioned like I'm Asian because they love that, and then this one guy's like, what kind of Asian? And I was like, oh, I'm Thai. And this lady in the front, the one other Asian person in the entire room, also turns out to be Thai, and she's like, I'm Thai too, and everyone's like, oh, she's Thai too. And then I like don't know what came over me, but I just slipped right into the give these animals what they want, and I was like, oh, that's my sister, and they were like, oh,
because
I just started crushing, just going like, yeah,
you were in a
sister.
foxhole with the only other backup being Ladorf 1,000 miles away, and you're like, how do I survive this? And the minute that hits, you go, fuck yeah, and you just pull a dead body over you, and you're like, I'm gonna live, god damn it.
It was a little bit like I would compare it to being like in Poland in the late 1930s and snitching on your friends to save yourself a little bit.
Okay.
It's a bit like going like, oh yeah, Anne, she's in the attic. That's her.
Yeah, that's about right. Jim and I just did a corporate gig in
you told me about that.
and God almighty, that was rough. It was for oral surgeons, and so like there were like 7 doctors, all dudes, and then their staff, and no spouses allowed, which I thought was weird. And it was like 70 women and 7 doctors, and you better believe my intrusive thoughts were like, who's fucking who down here? Like
oral jokes.
Yeah, I did a little bit of that hack.
Yeah, you
stuff.
had to.
I did. I misgendered the shit out of someone though, and then just tripled down on it.
Was it a trans person or was it just like a guy who looked like a lady?
Nah, it's a lady with a little lady that looked like a little fella. And she goes, nice. Dude, I will say this. So I was like, this fella, it was like, this little guy knows what I mean. I forget what I said. And then when she goes, I'm a lady, I just without a beat went, you certainly are. And then, like, and then at that point, Jim and I are cackling.
Yeah.
We're like, God damn. I will say the head honcho, the like top doctor was like built like a brick shit house, like 6'5" linebacker, orthopedic surgeon looking motherfucker. Like just a kingpin. You could tell he was the big dick of the office, and he didn't give a fuck. He was laughing at everything I had to say, and he was like the corporate like leader. So I was like, oh, cool. I just have to crush for the guy who matters. And then to all these ladies that hate because I'm looking at the crowd. I'm like, oh yeah, group of ladies that love The Bachelorette. They're gonna love Lou's World War II jokes. Like,
unironically, that's my crowd right there.
You would have crushed. You should.
I would have crushed some pussy down there.
You've been rolling in that good stuff, dude. That fucking finely insured puss. Oh yeah. No, I it's so funny because Brett, or not Brett, Wenzel was like, yeah, you're handsome until you start talking on stage. I'm like, yep, that's about right.
Yeah.
And then God bless him. Shout out to my mentally ill ladies that like me, but that's about all.
They're out there.
It's bros that love everything I'm saying, or the kindest mentally ill ladies just being like, you're my spirit animal. And I go, all right, thank you. I'm gonna go now.
Hey, mentally ill ladies, they've done so much for us.
I'm the most sincere I've ever been on the podcast. Grateful to have you as fans, and that's all I have to say about that.
And I want to say
as cool as
something.
bros. They are as cool as
They
bros.
are as cool as bros.
They are
And
as cool as bros.
If for guys at home who are ever in a situation where maybe they're like on a date with a girl who's like way out of their league, and they're like, how did I end up on a date with this girl? And they end up going home to her house, and they're like, how did this happen? Just wait till you see her bedroom, dude. Just wait. Just wait until you see her couch. It'll all click into place. But be grateful. Enjoy the fact that you're there.
Hang on, wait. Unpack that for me a little bit.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
She's got a messy bedroom, dude. She's got a mentally ill bedroom.
All right, go ahead.
She's got, yeah.
What's it look like? This seems like primary source knowledge, and
I mean,
like to
I'm
take
not,
some
I'm
notes.
not, I'm not pulling from anything specific, but there's
you look away.
scattered piles of clothes. I'd say somewhere between 2 and 5 used dinner plates on the nightstand. Presumably had dinner in bed, never put the plates back in the kitchen.
Okay,
that
right.
type of ordeal. And you have no option but to sit on her bed because the living room is uninhabitable.
Well,
now.
That's just a mentally ill woman using a bro's tactic. The quickest way to get him to the bed, make a hostile environment.
That's why the mentally ill women are like bros. They're bros that you'll have sex with.
They also they throw the Amazon position out there real quick. They're like, "You want some of this?" And you're like, "Well, what's that? I don't know about that. I don't know about that yet." That seems like maybe second time position. First, okay.
Let's talk about our parents a bit first before we do that one.
I don't think you talk about your parents and then get on into the Amazon position.
All right, well, to each their own.
You're talking about John and Soapy, and then you just fucking get rocked up for Amazon, toss your knees to your ears, and let a lady pound?
I'm just saying we got to get to know each other better, and parents come up.
Hang on, there was zero pushback. You're fully aware of the Amazon position?
I don't know if I am. Wait, let me Google it real quick.
All right. You go ahead and turn that safe search off, otherwise you're not going to get it.
Amazon, I assume sex.
Yeah.
Position.
I feel like if you just put Amazon position, it would have come up.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I don't know that you talk about your folks and then get into that one.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
God, they're really, a couple of these people are really Lois Einhorning that dick between their legs. There's a little bit of Ray Finkel stretching going on.
Oh yeah, it's an aggressive position for all parties involved.
And it really does, not saying whether or not I could pull this off, but it is like dependent on the size of your penis.
Yeah, you got to be peened up. You got to
be a little peened up.
And then I feel like it's one of those positions because Amazon, like, I'm from the island of Lesbos and I'm pounding you. But I feel like it's one of those gotcha positions where you're like, oh yeah, you're really pounding me, but really I'm like, nah, you're just aggressively rapping. You're just aggressively sliding.
Oh God, there's some gifts.
You might be. I don't know if I want you to, because this podcast is going to end quick. I gotta go take a shit.
This one's not quite working on me.
Really,
but the point. Yeah, I don't have to delete this from my history. I almost did that. I'm like, there's nobody. I don't live with anybody anymore.
Yeah, let that sink in and let that position stay. It can stay. I don't have to delete my search history anymore. I answer to no one.
I'm flying solo. That's what that song.
Yeah,
I want to rewrite the song "Flying Solo" by Jason Derulo, but make it about just watching porn on your TV. That's going to be the whole.
I was about to say, you want to talk about nasty bedrooms? I'd be like, dog. People, bros that have been out of it for a while, are like, oh, I just had a cold. There's just Kleenex everywhere. It's like, all right.
I'm just jacking off on my leather couch. I'm working on it. Hang on.
My cheeks are sliding, and they're gripping, and beats are sweating. My back. I'm coming soft hard. I'm coming soft hard. She left me so long, I can't remember the touch of a lady. I'm jacking soft hard. I'm jacking soft hard. I'm jacking soft hard.
4K porn is on the TV. It's just-
The soundbar is blasting at me. Dude, I remember the first time Burkar like linked up a computer, like a laptop to a TV. But like my second thought was, for science, we got to put it on. I was like, I've never seen internet spankables on a cable fairing device. I was like, all right, we'll go for it. Out of control. I think I was featuring at Go Bananas one weekend with Martina, and for whatever reason, I was horned up that weekend. And dog, the Bananas, they get you a pretty righteous Cincinnati hotel room. And I was getting a ton of editing done, and then immediately after a shower before some shows, I was like, oh, I could watch it on the hotel TV. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. It's just a different level of gooning.
Dude, gooning. Don't know anything about it. Just speculatory.
Well, shout out to Gen Z for renaming it gooning, because just say
we needed
masturbating.
We needed a silly name for it.
Yeah, it's way less scientific to say I've been gooning all day.
But gooning doesn't just mean masturbating. Gooning means jacking off and intentionally not coming. It means that you're
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I believe. As Gen Z. As speaking for Gen Z here, I think that's... Yeah.
Oh, learn me up to it. Make me.
You're like edging yourself nonstop. That's
I guess I've been gooing.
Yeah. Me too.
Right.
Just nonstop gooing.
Just
well,
gooing.
it stops. I can't say it's nonstop. It stops.
It stops.
It stops and it starts. There's.
Oh no, Lucille Ball doesn't know what to do with it all.
I'm going in solo. Nobody else wants to join. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm on the couch jacking off. Anyway.
I think I was falling asleep with that beast on in the background, the basement TV, to Matthew McConaughey classic cash grab.
Tiptoes.
No. Another cash grab.
Wait, Fool's Gold?
Ghosts of Girlfriends.
Ghosts of Girlfriends Past.
Yes. It has
banger.
an epic line that I can't wait to get slapped to, which is incredibly, he goes, how about we just go out for some dinner and sex? And she goes, and he goes, all right, just the sex then.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it, dude.
I
do love watching like hot guys try to teach the internet and people how to riz.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, literally, this only works because you're like a 9 out of 10. Like,
yeah.
You know,
and also because the script made it work.
For sure.
But there are plenty of hot guys that still wouldn't get away with that.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah. Depending on their MO.
Yeah. Sure. I like in that movie Michael Douglas is like the he's the slutty
teaches the
uncle.
young man how to get throat cancer.
He taught his
You want to know how I got
teaching his nephew how to fuck all the time. That's all he did. I love that idea that Jacob Marley, the Jacob Marley character, is just the guy who like fucked too much and then taught him to do it.
Dude, I wish the chain was made out of dick bags just tied off full of bust. I made my chain with every busted load. Just a slimy chain he's got to drag around.
Oh, it's a long chain.
Oh, yours is even longer and gooier. You've worked on it. It's a triflesome goo bag. Dude,
Ghost of Gooning Pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ghost of Gooning Pass, dude.
He's like, but you were such a wonderful man of gooning. Gooning?
If I die first and I gotta come back, John. Later on in your 30s, you went for the road strange. Everyone did.
I could be imagining you. You could be some undigested cheese or an unbusted nut.
Yeah. I assure you, I am as real of the thoughts of the blondes in your head. Oh God, damn it!
Oh yeah, a lot of hey. If you're up to date on your Dickens, that was a great riff.
Yeah,
that was really
Dickin' on Dickens.
Dickin' on Dickens.
Dickin' on Dickens, dude. I do have to. I'm gonna apologize to the Rocketeers. Shout out all Rocketeers. Normally the launch pad isn't this gooey, but you know it's just been a week of
yeah
of none of it. None.
Yeah. Shout out Snow Roach, who I saw last night. He came to Crunchies for Nick and I's final official Crunchies show.
That fucking rules. He
drove all the way into town. He gave me some gifts, including a bottle of Bodega Cat for you and I to share for the next conjugal.
Is it a fifth or like a pint? Because a fifth would get us.
That's a fifth.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah,
we're not.
Yeah, that's Norman and Marill's.
That
rye.
rules. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, it costs like $80 to get it shipped. It was a huge.
Holy fuck! What?
Yeah, that's better than any Patreon.
Yeah, that's incredible. All right, I think no matter when we get the Patreon working, which we're working on, gang. Deplatform, probably because our name's too free. Our name. Don't shut down our First Amendment Chinese rocket force rights.
Trump, help us.
Yeah, Trump, save us, dude. Save Chinese rocket force. Everybody tweet at Trump to save the Chinese rocket force.
We're single issue voters here at Chinese Rocket Force. If you can save our podcast, we're on the Trump train, dude.
Yeah, save our
Doesn't
pod.
matter.
Save the podcast. Just go down to your local town square and start yelling, "Save the podcast."
Just next to the Palestinian protesters, like, save Chinese Rocket Force.
Save Chinese Rocket Force. Well, all right. I know we'll save the surprise because we got a kanji coming up on Friday. Which, by the way, I know Rocketeers, longtime Rocketeers, know conjugal podcast is just a funny term we have for when we're podcasting together. But I think one of the funniest things was it last week at Sam's show at the Indy?
Snow Roach snapped a picture of us.
Snow Roach snaps a picture of us, but then you were talking with old Sammy T, and then you're like, yeah, Lou and I were just having a conjugal pod. And
No, that's not the story. No, what happened was Snow Roach posted it on. I didn't know he was there. Right? We didn't.
Yeah, neither did I.
Talk to us.
I didn't even see him that night.
You and I are standing by the bar at the Indy, and he secretly snaps a picture of us. And I only find this out because he posted on his story, tagging both of us, and said "Conjugal Pod coming soon," because he just assumed he knew why we were both there. And I pulled out the phone to show you, and then Sam just like leans in and looks at it and goes, "What's a conjugal pod?"
Yeah, I just remember him going, "What's a conjugal pod?"
Yeah. And we told him it's when we have sex on mic and camera.
It's like, you fucking thought you were 10 toes down for the homosexual, Sammy T. He is. I think, all right.
Hey, remains to be seen, in my opinion.
Hey, bigoted until proven woke, dude.
Yeah, that should have been the name of our podcast.
BUPW?
BUPW
doesn't roll as well as CRF, though.
No,
not at all.
No, it's. I would agree. Kerf, dude, Kerf dogs.
Yeah, a couple of perfs.
Kerfs, yeah.
So, hey, you're all shouldered up. You just got done working out. Are you at
just got back from the gym.
Are you at the Planet of Fitness right now, P50?
No, I'm a Mac boy.
You're still at the Mac? You got Mac?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, for now, we'll see. We'll see how.
Okay, all right. I thought you were punching holes in the belt.
Bank account is not going up. So we'll see.
Dude, you want to talk about bank accounts not going up? I bought a used Toyota's amount of camera equipment yesterday.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, I'm investing in my future. We'll fucking see, dude.
Yeah.
If nothing else, I've got stuff I can take to a pawn shop when I inevitably fail up.
Dude, investing in my future is what I think every time I pay $50 to be on a comedy festival that I'm also going to have to travel to and find lodging for.
Dog, I forgot to apply to Traverse City. That one just zipped right by.
You should start some shit on Facebook. You should start going after.
I forgot that the submissions were open, and now I'm pissed, and I'm going to take my insecurity out and flip it into anger because I'm the one who's wrong and I don't want to be wrong.
I saw some person because they posted the lineups and somebody goes, "How do we sign up?" Or like, "How do we submit?" They said that to Jeter, and Jeter's like, "Submissions are closed. That's why we just posted the lineup." And they were like, "Oh," he goes, "You'll have to submit for next year." And she goes, "How do I submit for next year?" And he's like, "Next year." Like,
keep an eye out.
And he was like, "I don't know how you genuinely, I don't know how people missed it. It's been all over."
I think it was truthfully, I think it was probably going on when I was in the thick of the shit.
Yeah, probably. When you were way back when you were in the thick of the shit, unlike now.
Not unlike now, dude. I got 2 towels down here. One's for my asshole and body. One's for my face and hair. We're doing all right.
Oh,
I made an apartment down here. You
did the
my
2-towel move. And they're hanging on doors there?
No, these are room dividers, so the creepy basement demons don't get me at night.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I hate those room dividers.
The outside room divider, this one's just a little bamboo, but the other one, you better believe it's an oriental tree. And Home Depot still markets it as Oriental Tree Room Divider. I'm like, all right.
Oriental
Which
tree.
bay is that in? Aisle 5, Michael Bay. Oh, all right, cool. It's exploding with culture.
Oriental Tree Room Divider is what it's called.
I think
so. It's just made of an Asian tree.
No, it's got like a print of an Asian tree with like the cherry blossom flowers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very calming. It's very calming. This room divider, when I go to sleep at night, whispers, "Me love you long time."
Oriental tree is what they call Chinese triplets.
Sure. Yeah, I've been to Shanghai. I've delivered Oriental trees.
Good things come in Oriental trees.
Trio, it's magic number.
Do you remember that old Tootsie Pop commercial? But do that, but make it Asian.
With the Japanese
owl? A tree.
The owl does look Japanese with the like Tojo glasses.
He does.
I do. A tree.
Oh, you need to get to Tootsie send off Tootsie Pop.
Can you imagine the sound of like a Japanese trooper that was sucking on a Tootsie Pop that he captured from a dead Marine, and he's just on Hiroshima, just looking up, and as the bomb's falling, you just hear, shit. Spit, boy, spit.
How many ricks does it take?
Tootsie Santa. Rumor has it Tootsie Rolls were designed by the U.S. government to gum up Asian troops so they couldn't say American passwords at night patrols.
I read that.
Yeah, no, we're making up accurate knowledge.
Hey, no misinformation here.
No.
If you need the Joe Rogan of the left, if you guys are sick of the disinformation on Joe Rogan,
listen,
get on over here. It's all facts.
Not one time in my life have I wanted Rocketeers to go out and do something nefarious, but not producer Sean or any other Rocketeer that's got 5 minutes burning a hole in their soul. Maybe go on to Wikipedia, go deep into the Tootsie Pop section and maybe just put one or two of these sentences in there, and we just let it ride for a while. Can you still edit Wikipedia?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. But here's the thing. Every page has some guy policing it. Like, there's definitely a guy who's, like, always looking at the Tootsie Pop page.
I believe it, but I'm like,
nobody better fuck with my territory here.
I think we can flip him.
You think so?
We're gonna get some of our mentally ill lady listeners to find his profile. We're like, we need you to chat with him from 6:15 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time, because our guy lives in the mountain region,
right?
And then we're gonna have Snow Roach, Adam L, and Sean Murray go in the back door of Wikipedia and just.
I like to picture though that like in Wikipedia, like Wikipedia editors have their own like kind of like house rules. Like they're like, whoa, the Tootsie Pop's my turf. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
you don't go editing the Tootsie Pop page without going through me. All right. It's funny. I log into the Tootsie Pop page. I start seeing changes I don't recognize, and I think, well, they wouldn't do something like that without telling me, the Tootsie King.
Hey, I wish. Like, this will come up later, but we're gonna have a truly awesome bipolar listener just seeing how many licks it takes to get to the bottom of his nutsack. He's not gonna be policing no pages, dude. The boys, we're straight up Delta, tip of the spear, calling in the ladies from the unit to get some nefarious things done, so we can have a bit go on Wikipedia.
Mr. Owl, how many goon sessions does it take to get to the center of my ball sack?
Hey, Mr. Owl, I'm growing hair in real weird places. Well,
1, 2.
that owl was kind of a prevert, and if I remember correctly, that kid had like a fat ass on him as far as cartoon kids go.
Hey, watch it, dude.
It was weird, dude.
Hey, pause, man. What are you doing?
I'm just saying. I look it up. I'm looking it up now.
I'm not for this. I don't think our next guest will appreciate this. This conversation around this young cartoon boy, dude.
Well, I don't think he'd like the fucking owl even more. Be like, what are you doing here?
No, actually. Hey, Mr. Owl, I'm going to need you to take a seat. Take a seat over there.
I was just giving him candy. I was just I
just wanted to see if he was all right. The kid's like, how long is it going to take you to drive here from Boston? Let's find out.
Dog, it's right there. I wish I could share this image to it's going to be on the thumbnail. It has to be. You're going to see it. The kid, do you still have listeners? You saw it on the thumbnail, so you're fine. But Johnny, do you have your Facebook open right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you, and then you're gonna see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I remember as a kid, it disturbed the hell out of me. It's like, what the hell's going on there, dude?
All right, I'm gonna take a look right now.
You're gonna see it. It's like the kid's nose and ass are the same size. And the fucking owl's wide-eyed, dude.
Yeah, the owl's like the owl's so trying to avoid looking at it. The owl's like, this owl's a good man. This owl's a good man. He's just like,
he's a good man at all. I think
he's a great man.
He's taking over,
but he's resisting. He's like, you know what?
Not in this next photo, dog. I'm gonna send you this one.
Oh no! Don't ruin the owl for me, dude.
Let me tell you, he's about to scream. His toes are curling and his beak's twisting, and he's just saying 3.
Yeah, I don't like the way that his eyelids just go down.
Yeah, no, never has an owl made
eyes.
eating a Tootsie Pop look more orgasmic in my life. Oh,
yeah, I will say, out of all of the owls I've seen eating Tootsie Pops, this guy really makes it seem gross.
I do want to let you know, I felt a little abandoned on the hill, and that's okay, because I stuck to it. I was like, no, I know this kid's got a weird cartoon ass, and the fucking bird was about it. And it's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But
for not
I do want to
falling
let you
on that
know
hill.
I'm coming down the hill a little bit bloodied, and I'm be like, yeah, right
Hey,
me up for
and
that
dude,
medal.
I'm waiting for you at the bottom of the hill. I'm like, Louie, buddy,
I
come
was
on.
right behind you, pal.
I'm the guy in Rambo First Blood Part 2. He's like, hey, come on home, Johnny. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. Do we get to lick the Tootsie this time?
Do we get to lick you this time?
Yeah. Do we get to the center this time?
You can't just bite it off. You can't just bite it off.
I went to the candy store. I ate. We all ate. Fucking Sweet Tooth Rocky. Or, God damn it, Sweet Tooth Rambo. It's just a movie that takes place in a bulk food store.
I like the Tootsie Center is like the POWs. They're like, there's no Tootsie Center there, Johnny. There is. I've seen it.
Those were just Tootsie Rolls, Johnny. Oh man, I will say I was. You ever shopping at Ollie's? An Ollie's warehouse store. Man,
No,
I was there last week. You best believe this fucking older dude was just pacing up and down the candy aisle, and I was like, "All right, like, what's up, dude?" He's like, "Hey man, you seen where the Tootsie Rolls are?" Like, God damn, dude, no. He's like, they got foot-long Tootsie Rolls here normally. I like them. I'm like, okay. Okay, cool, man. He's like, they're 25 cents. I get 4 of them. I'm like, all right. Well, I got another room divider, so see you later. Do you even know
I'm
about
so
the
happy
Ollie's?
for that guy. Dude, no, I actually think that guy is so
No,
cool.
he fucking rules.
I
dog.
want to live a life like that, man.
He had like a ton of candy, but he was looking for foot-long Tootsie Rolls, which I vaguely remember as a kid, like those Tootsie Rolls that would come in like a paper like sheath that was then wrapped and it looked like a turd. Like, you have any idea what I'm talking about?
I'm aware of those Tootsie Rolls. I used to donate money. I would get those Tootsie Rolls, dude.
Yeah.
I'd
No,
get those turd Tootsie Rolls because I
Yeah.
gave money to the homeless.
And then you would be
that's
like, I don't know how to eat this without it feeling like shoving a log of shit in my mouth.
Yeah. And
No
it would stick
matter
to you.
what-
It would
Oh,
stick
yeah.
to you for a while, and you'd
Well, they
you'd kinda
made it
smack around.
lumpy, and each lump was like a segment. Like, this might be the right amount to bite off. I'd be like, nah, dog, no.
If I'm being straight with you, I kind of want one now that we've been talking about
Really?
it. It's been,
I don't
yeah.
I don't know where you're gonna get them because Ollie's doesn't have them anymore.
Damn
dude.
it, Ollie's. Yeah. I hope that guy didn't kill himself.
You got dude. He had enough gummy bears. He was choosing life. But I was like, damn, dude. To go from Tootsie Rolls or gummy bears to Tootsie Rolls, I'm like, what are you up to, Mister? You trying to get a root canal? Like that or a bunch of kids. But probably I'm gonna err on the side of he was a sweet man. He was a sweetie. Look
I
at
think so.
sweeties.
I think he genuinely. He was like, I like them.
No, it was great.
You seen those Tootsie Rolls?
I apologize to the listeners and to anybody that assumed the voice or the makeup of the person, but he does look like he would speak on speakerphone, and still haven't said anything. So it's on you. I'm baiting your brain to say it. I'm baiting your brain to say it. I fucking hate those fuckers, dude. They're like, oh. It's like a
To be
dog
fair,
whistle. Like, it's a shitbag dog whistle way to present.
That's a shitbag dog whistle way, and I also want to point out, plenty of white guys do speakerphone.
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
dog.
think they own the place.
Fucking
or
muck boots and speakerphone. Have
Yeah.
you, dude? I've been to the back when you've done those fucking hell gigs in the middle of nowhere. There's just a concrete building that says jerky. Go in there. Go. There's a guy loading up on 100 sausages for the week, and he is yelling at a trailer park mama about what's wrong with it. You know,
Dude,
you
I
drank
was
the last one. That's the problem. That's the problem.
I was at the airport on the way back from Eureka with Rob and Pat back in October.
You
and the three
said
of
it
us
with a little bit of that twang. Eureka.
Eureka. And we we're like groggy. We just got off of the flight to I think San Francisco, and so we're at the San Francisco airport, and we're like, sweatpants, just like walking, and we start hearing this like high pitched whistle, like this. And it's like so loud, it's like piercing. And we're like, what the hell? And we keep walking, and it's like,
shot
and it's
at?
getting like louder. And it's like, and then we realize it's this guy who's walking the opposite way of us, and he's trying to get the attention of a guy that he knows, and he's kind of being cheeky. He's just going to say hi to him. And this fucking old white guy who just like thinks the world doesn't matter, and that he's not at an airport full of tired people, you know. And so once we realize it's him. Me, Rob, and Pat at the same time look at him and go, "What the fuck, dude?" like all
Damn, dude.
like simultaneously came out of us.
I will say, you also, if it was the three of you doing it, talk about a really multinational United Nations.
Like, the three most different looking guys you could ever find.
Yeah, you really couldn't. You have a tall black dude, a fat, sizable white man, and then a shouldered up Asian, and the three of you simultaneously just had a coalition of social folkway. Like, what the fuck?
We looked like a third family that got cut out of Modern Family. We looked like
yeah, that's fair.
Like, we didn't make the final cut, but we were we were there.
You
in the
have your
margins.
platonic gay dads and the adopted son.
Yeah, the adopted Asian, 25-year-old Asian son.
Well, and they're not gay, so that's truly a modern family.
That is modern. The two men can live together and raise a baby together, and raise a grown adult man together, and not be gay.
That's just two men and a baby. Hollywood, take us with you.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Hey, 3 men and a baby. If we recast 3 men and a baby with some of the guys we know.
Oh yeah. 6 seasons in a movie.
Zach Bacard kills the baby first movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
First act.
And then tells Jim to relax. The baby was going
to die. He goes like,
anyways.
Oops.
What? It was sick anyways.
Are you mad?
Don't be mad. Baby was going to die. Yeah, we're a shit hot impressions podcast, dude.
Yeah, an impression of a guy that the listeners don't know.
They
unless they
know
do.
Our listeners are.
If we're talking about our friends who are the listeners,
the needle on YouTube hasn't moved. We're doing great on Spotify, but everybody listening right now, subscribe, like, suck our nuts. Don't do that last one. I was just, hey guys, I'm just fuming pissed still.
Yeah,
and then we gotta get our subscriber count up to, I don't know, a couple 100,000. Then I think we'll be.
Then we're
right.
cruising.
Then we're
I
cruising.
think at that point.
Yeah, we gotta get sponsored by Zyn, dude.
Zyn can't sponsor, can they? Can nicotine sponsor people? Technically, I don't think you can.
Really?
Well, not like on the books.
I was going to say a lot of podcasts being real
like
fast and loose.
Podcasters will take Zyns and they'll talk about them, but you can't officially be like, "This is brought to you by Zyn," because you can't like advertise nicotine.
I will tell you this much: if they're getting money for doing that and not saying it, that is a huge violation in the FCC.
Yes, it is.
But luckily,
we will do it.
I was going to say, and I think our current administration is going to have problems elsewhere.
Hey,
because if you're listening to this podcast, there's a good chance DeepSeek has somehow butt-fucked your portfolio.
Dog, Zyns are going to take over. RFK likes Zyns.
Does he really?
Yeah. That's
out of control.
Yeah, he's a Zyn guy.
He's against fast food, but he's just popping Zinnies.
The idea is, and I think RFK's talked about this. I saw Tucker Carlson talk about this. They say that
that's enough for white guys.
Nicotine is not proven to be a carcinogen, and the only reason they're trying to suppress it is because it improves your testosterone, is what they're saying.
That sounds like a playbook from How Do We Get the Bros all the way on board.
I believe him.
Come more, dude. It'll make you more.
It's gonna make you come like crazy, dude.
Put this.
Obama doesn't want you to be manly.
Pack of nicotine in your gums.
Banning nicotine is just a psyop to turn men into pussies. That's all it is.
I guess.
We got to the bottom. I hope that's true. Truly, I do. I hope that's.
But I don't understand.
How do you think I got shouldered up, Lou?
I know how you got shouldered up, dude. You flaring around, dude, chugging eggs. I think I don't want to get into the gym talk. I've been having some weird experiences at the hometown gym.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's because I love it because it's like a hometown gym, but it is not the college gym or a big city gym. Let me tell you, a lot of dudes.
You got some characters there.
A couple. Nobody evil. Big city gyms got some nefarious motherfuckers walking around, dude.
I bet some of those guys call themselves Big City Gym.
Yeah,
I bet that's
man.
a nickname for.
They're just out there, just fucking soft. Like, you ever seen somebody kind of soft playing with themselves in public?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, go on. What were you saying?
No, never mind. No,
I don't like
pushback.
it. No.
Yeah, you for? I don't know. It's just
Do I see it happen? I don't look at myself, buddy.
too
What are
many
you talking about?
readjustments, you know?
You got to readjust. You got to readjust.
No, but too many times. You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about. Where it's like,
What are you talking about?
oh, yeah, here's where my dick is.
Buddy, I've had a dick as long as I've known Dan Nainan. So, like,
Day one, baby.
Day one,
Dicking
pal.
with Nainan, dude. Dicking down the Niner, dude.
Big City Gym sounds like a shitty open micer. Like, you'd be like, can you bring me up as Big City Gym?
Big City Gym. Dude, I'll go back. When I go back, I'll go up as that my first week back. Because I'll tell
Jim
you this.
Couture's not going to do it. It's going to be you.
No, yeah, of course not. Because my beard, I don't think I had like a full beard 2 months ago, and I've just letting it go wild, man. So I'm just gonna go back as a new person and be like,
Yeah.
like the shittiest comic version of witness protection. Like, hey, aren't you that guy that threw that racist kid out of that open mic before Christmas? Be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's not me.
No, it's not me, dude. I think that kid's cool. I don't know. What do you think? Butt pluggies?
Yeah, we could do some butt
Butt
pluggies.
pluggies?
You've got a
What's
weekend
coming
coming
down
up.
the ass, dude?
I'll tell you what's coming all the way down the ass.
What's coming down the cheeks, bro?
Trickling down those cheeks, down those calves.
What comedy load do you have coming our way?
I am going to be busting out to Ozone's tonight. When this episode comes out on Thursday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Ozone's Brew House. I will be there with Nick Earl, and we've got a great lineup. AP boy Malachi Blades will be on the show. Then Saturday, February 1st, I'm going to be at the Planet Ant Black Box. I'm going to be on the panel for Julia Labrelle's Watch Party show.
Hell yeah.
And the next weekend, you can catch me in Columbus at the Attic Comedy Club on Friday the 7th. I'll be judging the roast battle there. Friday Night Fights. I'll be doing a set and I'll be judging the roast battle. And then on the 8th, I will be in Don't Tell Ann Arbor at 7 p.m. and then I'll be judging the roast battle at the Independent Comedy Club at 9 p.m. So
Rad.
busy weekend there. A lot of roast battle judging. I'm never going to do a roast battle again, but I'm going to keep telling other people that
Yeah.
they're good at them.
I did it once, and now I can judge.
I won one, dude.
There you go.
I won. I beat Nick Kelly.
Was that in Traverse City?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
in Traverse City.
The story is I beat Nick Kelly, and it was close. He was good, man. Like Nick's mean. He had me on the ropes.
Yeah.
And then I won. And then the next day, because we partied all night. Next day, Nick comes up to me and he's like, hey man, I want you to know all that stuff I was saying last night about how I was robbed and I was better than you. I didn't mean any of that. And I was like, dude, you didn't say any of that to me last night. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I gave him a healthy amount of shit because I was gassing him up, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
I was
dude,
being
you're
real
behind
dramatic.
this, dude.
Yeah,
You did
100%. I kept going up to dude because we were.
This
well
is all your
on.
fault.
I was turned it into a
You
little
really,
rascal.
you really Yojimbo'd us, is what you
Yeah,
did.
dude. Well, I guess I don't know. I speak a little Japanese to Nick Kelly when we're 35 beers deep. I was like, arigato, Nick-san. You were robbed by the Thai man. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do plugs for the next 2 weeks because I don't know if we're gonna do butt plugs with our guest next week.
Oh yeah, we probably won't.
Yeah, so
Good
do you wanna plug anything
Well,
else?
I already plugged next weekend. February 15th, catch me at the Gray Wall Hall in Lansing.
Okay.
That's the only other one, I guess.
Yeah, I
But-
was gonna say. I don't know if the sheriff's gonna like our owl Tootsie Roll talk or butt plugs. Okay, let's see. By the time you're listening to this, I've already hung out with Sam again. But I got picked up. I'm featuring for Gary Veter at Detroit House of Comedy this weekend. So Friday, Saturday, January 31st and February 1st. Veter rules. So hopefully those shows sell well. Then next week, heading back to the Windy City. I will be at the Lincoln Lodge on February 5th, best night ever. Then I'll be at the Wilmette Theater. I think that's got to be a suburb of Chicago.
Yeah.
Then February 8th, back to the Lincoln Lodge, doing the Down and Dirty show. Week after that, I'm doing a mini run with shout out Nick and Mika. We're doing a Oklahoma run. So
wow, real dream team.
yeah, dude. Well,
He's your Waluigi, dude.
yeah, I think so. If that makes
Yeah.
me
Waluigi.
Wario.
Wario? Yeah.
Well, with Brady Keene, we were doing Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise. But yeah, but yeah, we'll be in Tulsa and Oklahoma City Wednesday the 12th. We're doing Don't Tell Tulsa. Then the 13th, 14th, 15th local shows. You guys don't care. Come on out, Rocketeers. Same with the you know what? I'm just in Tulsa with Nick and Mika having a good time the week after next. But big one is February 18th, featuring for Sorab at Zany's in Chicago, and then February 25th. Mark it down, everybody. We got Sam Talent at the Williamston Theater with a young Johnny Mockney, with Elena Banfield, and with Nick Earl and myself. So that'll be a cool one.
You have nothing better to do on a Tuesday night. Come out.
Yeah, come on out. Just
Come on out.
Come on out.
Guys, come
Come on out, dude. And then we can start posting those posters now. So let's do.
Do you have posters, or are we using my shitty homemade poster?
We're gonna use both. We're just gonna fly
Okay.
the town digitally. So
All right.
we got that. But let's touch some cameras and see what happens.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Oh, I watched. I want to tell you, I watched the. I watched the Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix.
Oh
the
hell
other
yeah,
night.
the one that like it ruined the country or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about how it kind of. But well, the whole thing of it is it ruined the country, but Jerry Springer was a good guy. That's kind of
Sure.
the point of it. Jerry Springer was like a good guy. He meant well. This is just what the show turned into, right? And he always owned up to it. He was like, yeah, no, my show's bad for the country. And that was like his dilemma, right? This like
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster thing. And I had never really like watched the show. Like I'd seen clips and like memes and stuff, but like
Yeah, you might.
you see the characters they got, and they
You're
would always
a little
like.
too young for that daytime TV, home from
Yeah.
school. Yeah.
And I told this to Rob last night at Max. I was like, dude, you look at the people they put on Springer, and it's like that's just the Max porch. That's just the
Yeah.
the Lansing freaks that you just find around. That's
Yeah,
the
dude.
person who signs up for the open mic once and you never see him again.
Producers for that show just used to troll around like, hey, where do your troglodytes and problematic drunks hang out? And be like, you want to be a star, kinda? Like,
Yeah.
did you watch Tim
Dillon's.
Tim Dillon's
yeah.
This Is Your Country?
Yeah.
Yeah, that had Springer
pretty good.
elements.
What I liked is he basically unironically did a Springer show.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he didn't even like there wasn't even really a twist to it. It was just like I'm doing Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
And I
pretty
like
much.
that.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, it wasn't bad. I don't know.
It's
I
like,
mean,
what
it
if
was
J- what
bad,
if-
but it wasn't bad. No.
What if Jerry Springer was just like a gay bitch?
Yeah.
That's
Every time it comes up that Tim Dillon's like an aggressive gay, I'm like, oh yeah. The
I think he's
idea of
very
him-
clearly gay. I
Oh
don't know.
really?
I think he does. Yeah, I think he's, or you could say straight LA guy, maybe. But but I think he's like very clearly gay. I think he's like I mean, he's not like flamboyant, but I think what he talks about, how he talks, I think I think that's a gay man.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just because he. Hey man, and this is truly my problem. I've never sexualized the fella, so
You gotta try it.
Yeah,
Hey.
I think I'm gonna have to give it a whirl.
When the nights get long, Louis.
Well, we're gonna be like, yeah, next Goonin sesh, we're gonna go off road. Just checking
Detour.
Reddit for the fappening Tim Dillon naked. You think Tim Dillon's got a weasel on him?
Ask Sam. I don't know.
Hey Sam, Timmy ever make you suck him off? Is it easy pee in the throat or a real fucking monster?
I don't. It's always weird to me when
you think it makes you gayer if the wiener's bigger, if it bum you out. If you had to suck somebody off Hollywood style,
yeah,
would you be more upset if it was like a massive one? I think that would bum me out.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
actually, no. Because it would be easier to suck a massive one.
I thought about that. Logistically, it's more flesh to figure out easier.
If it's massive, okay. Because here's the thing: I'm not gay, so I don't want to suck a dick.
Hey, who are you talking to?
I don't want to suck a dick.
Sure.
I prefer not to,
Yeah.
and I also don't want to touch balls. So if it's a really long dick, I might not touch balls. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's for them to decide, don't you think?
No, I get some say in it,
You
right?
get
I'm
a
doing
little
this. I don't know who's.
I'm
Tim,
not sucking your balls.
is Tim making me promises here? Is he,
I think so.
is he saying he'll take me with him?
He's taking you all the way with him.
All right,
yeah.
then it doesn't matter. I don't
You
know.
might suck
Who
some
cares?
balls. All right.
I might suck some
gotcha.
balls.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Psychologically, it might bum you out, though, if you're like, I got to suck a dick and it's bigger than mine. I'm not here for that. No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm bummed out and teeming with irony in my mouth. I don't know about that, friend. I don't know. That's
Teaming with irony in my mouth could have been the name of the podcast.
Still can, baby. Hey, we've got 943 subscribers to still switch up the name of this pod.
Yeah.
We never will, but we might. But
We literally never will. We've made our bed. We're gonna lie in it.
Yeah, alone for a long time, like a Linda Ronstadt song.
If Come Town worked out, Chinese Rocket Force is gonna work out. That's what I always tell myself.
It's gonna make it. We're gonna make. We gotta find where those like neo-Nazi adjacent bros. Where are they at?
Guys, come on out. What are you doing?
Yeah, you could say slurs to Johnny and by his face.
Say it to our face, dude.
Or type.
We'll
it
make that a
anonymously.
Patreon tour. We'll make that a Patreon tier. Is you can just say slurs.
Slur on our face.
They got to find some Lebanese slurs for you, but
They'll probably
get
just
there.
say I look Jewish and retarded and keep it going. That's a pretty good launch off point. They'll pick us apart.
They'll start there.
Yeah. It's not a maze to them, all right? It's an adventure they're going 1 foot forward on.
Put one foot in front of the other.
Next
then you'll be saying a new slur.
You just slur one, then to the other. And soon you're not welcome at dinners anymore. There it is.
We got something.
Anything else for the kids?
There we go.
See? Oh, yeah. It looks like you could handle a pretty decent one.
Hey, Tim, check this
Tim,
out.
Excuse me, Mr. Dillon. I've got somebody who can get you back into some pretty sweet Airbnbs and tackle a hog. Dude. Hog and the Hog Wrangler. God damn it. All right. All right, we'll figure out the Patreon, everybody.
We will. We're having a meeting this week.
Yeah, Sean, if you're listening.
Sean, talk to us.
Sean,
get back in the group chat.
Sean,
we'll make
reach out. We didn't mean it, Sean. Come inside.
Please do.
Come, Sean. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.